TXTruckinUp team. What's going on, everybody? We are fixing to be pulling up to our next pickup. I had a good weekend. I got unloaded last Saturday, or this past Saturday, and drove down to the Iowa 80 to the world's largest truck stop, and camped out there for the weekend, well, for Saturday afternoon and Sunday, and did a little reset there. Kind of sucked because the internet was, or the cell service was screwy for some reason. I don't know what was going on with it. So I could really only get service if I was inside the truck stop using the Wi-Fi. I wasn't the only one. I talked with another guy that had Verizon. I have AT&T. He had Verizon, and he had the same issues. There was a little portion of Saturday where it went from 1 bar LTE to 4 bars of 5G, and it worked great for like 20 minutes. And then it went back to 1 bar of LTE. I gotta be turning in here somewhere, then I gotta figure out where. Box 5 through 7, 1 through 3, box 4 through. Alright. He said stay to the right. So yeah, this load we're picking up here in Glenview, Illinois. So it was a little bit of a dead end. Dock 4, which is right over here. That's where I'm supposed to be. But like I said, it was a little bit of a deadhead to get over here, but it was a decent paying load. And it gets me back to Texas. So and it also puts me breaking the 40,000 for the month. So that's an accomplishment for me. Also, I'll actually be at when I drop this off, I'll be at 41,825, I think, for the month, with about 4 days left. So no, I'm sorry, 2 days left. But yeah, we were supposed to be picking up. So this load was they asked for, well, it was posted for a step deck, flatbed step deck, and then down in the notes it said Conestoga only. We had called on it, and the broker said that he had put that because he wanted experience only. And he asked if I was experienced. That could be debated, but no, we told him what all we had. We had tarps, edge protectors, yeah, the whole 9 yards. And he said, okay, which I've hauled for these people before. Never had issues, so, you know, that should speak something. But it's supposed to be right around 20,000 pounds, but it's right at 9 foot high, and I have to tarp. So this ought to be fun. It's some type of machining or machine. I don't know. Well, I'll see what it is when we get loaded. But anyway, I'm gonna go in here and check in. and hopefully get loaded here pretty quick. I do want to say a big shout out to the guy in the parking lot. If you see this video at the Iowa 80, for coming over and giving me a jump this morning. For some reason, my truck didn't want to start. When I got up this morning, my little deal was flashing that I was at 10.2 volts. And I don't know why. You know, I turned it off Saturday and had it off Saturday until probably 2 o'clock yesterday, Sunday. And I had the running lights on the whole time and didn't realize it either. And I cranked it up, let it run for about 30 minutes just to make sure everything was charged up. And then when I got up this morning, it only had 10.2 volts and it wouldn't roll over. So I walked around, asked a couple people, and one of them said, man, my batteries are behind the fairing, we'll have to take a bunch of screws out. I said, nah, don't worry about it, no big deal. So walked around again, asked another guy. I was looking for an older truck that had the battery box on the side instead of one of the newer style trucks. Asked another guy that was in a Kenworth W9, and he said that, you know, he couldn't jump because it would mess up his computer. You know, no big deal. So I walked over to the TA, asked them, and they said it'd be a 6-hour wait. They'd put me on the list, and I was like, no, I'll find something else. So I went and got $40 out of the ATM, figured that would be a little more enticing to some people, and found one guy, the guy that helped me out, and he pulled over and jumped me off. I tried giving him the money. He said he wasn't going to take it, so I gave it to him anyway. I told him no, you know, go buy you a steak dinner on me, appreciate it. So yeah, we got it jumped off and then got over here. So anyway, we're fixing to go check in, see if we can't get this loaded up real quick, and we'll get on the road headed to Timpson, Texas. So start making our way back to the house.
Goosebumps to my skin. Tonight the whiskey feels stronger. Gasoline on hidden desires. So I'll throw
So this is a crappy day. I guess maybe that jump this morning was an indication of something else, even though when I got jumped off, I put the jumper cables on it from his truck to my truck. I don't know if I told that story. This morning, I had to get jumped off. Yeah, I told the story. But anyway, put the jumper cables on, let it sit for about maybe 10 minutes. Turn the key, push the button, boom, right up. didn't have an issue. And then got over here. I'm still weirded out about talking in the camera next to people, or when people's next to me. I don't know. Anyway, I got here, backed into the dock. As you can see in the time lapse, I backed in and then had to pull back out. They were worried about the forklift or my trailer being too short. So I told them, hey, look, let me run it out real quick. I'll adjust the bags, air the bags up, just to ease their mind. They were worried about when they rolled onto the trailer, being able to get the forklift back off. So I adjusted the bags, no big deal. Backed up and got loaded. Well, when I got back in, I went to start the truck and no start. No starty. It was ticking. Tick, 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 tick. What the heck? I looked down. I still got good voltage. Voltage is about 12.8. So I hit it again to see if I have a big drop in voltage when I put a load on it. And it dropped down to right at 12.1s, right around there. So that wasn't the case. Got up underneath, checked all the connections on the starter, starter solenoid, all that kind of stuff. Everything was tight. So I tapped on the starter a few times, come back in, went to start it, and hit the starter, and it just went click, click. So I think I have a bad starter. What irritates me is this starter is only, what, 4 months, maybe 5 months old. It's a brand new starter. I don't know. Times like this kind of make you say, it makes you think about saying screw it. Just saying, go back to my old job and get a 6-figure raise. But stuff happens. Anyway, I called someone out. What I'm thinking about doing is, I talked with the guys here, come up to me and said, hey, look, okay, making sure it wasn't in time lapse. I would have been irritated if that was the case. But the guys here come out and talk to me. They're like, look, yeah, we understand, stuff happens. I was like, yeah, it's just frustrating. 29,000 on a motor, 2,000 on the starter, or the between a new starter and new clutch and all that. And now it's giving me issue again. Just all the money spent on this truck, right? That's leaving me stranded. But they were like, yeah, don't worry about it. If you need to, and I told them, I was like, look, all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get out of y'all's dock right now. That way, someone here isn't waiting on me to, to close the door. And he's like, no, don't worry about it. If you need to, drop your trailer. You can get your truck pulled out, go get it fixed, and then tomorrow just come back and pick your trailer up, and you'll be good to go. And I was like, well, if I can't get the truck fixed till later on tomorrow, or am I going to be blocking y'all's dock? And he's like, no, don't worry about it. Just drop your trailer, drop your trailer, pull your truck out. I'll show you how to close the door real quick. That way, whenever you pull out, you can close the door. And
You don't love me!
and everything will be closed up. So that's what I'm gonna end up doing. I'm just gonna drop the trailer, leave it here, Well, this is the plan. I'm gonna drop the trailer. I called a company that'll come out, and they can do one of two things. They can either tow it or try to pull start it. And I want to try to pull start it. If I can pull start it and get it cranked, then this truck will not shut off until I get home. And this load's taking me home, right? And if nothing else, I can either tow it if we can't get it pull started. The only thing I'm worried about is with it being a single axle, not having much weight on the rear. When I try to, when we try to pull start it, the tires are just gonna bunny hop. I'm not gonna be able to get enough traction to try to roll the motor over. So if that's the case, we can do one of two things: have them pull my truck out into the parking lot, and pay whatever fee, and then try to find a Lyft or an Uber to somewhere that has a starter, and get another starter and replace it here in the parking lot. I don't know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's the issue right now. Hopefully, we'll get the trailer dropped, get the truck out of the dock. Hopefully we can get it pull started, because like I said, if I can get it pull started, this truck will not shut down until we get to Texas. It'll run, and it'll stay running. I'll have it to Texas tomorrow. Get offload it and go to the house. But anyway, that's where we're at. I'll let y'all know what happens. And yeah, that's about it. Anyway, I've rambled on too long. We'll holler at y'all later. We got it started. We pull started it. It worked. So this thing ain't shutting off till Texas.
Yeah, buddy. There you go. Now it's gotta be a starter. It has to be. Let me check how much voltage is coming out of your alternator.
Yeah. So, to have them drive 15 miles over here, hook up to me, pull me, I disconnected from the trailer, pulled out into the parking lot, put it in third gear, hooked up the tow line to it, and then pull started it. Basically, like I said, put it in third gear, dumped the clutch, boom, it fired up. But for them to do that, $895. $895 just to come pull start it. I feel like I'm in a wrong business. I really do. I feel like I'm in the wrong business. And like I said, their shop rate just to work on the truck is $2.95 an hour. That's highway robbery. That's straight up highway robbery. I thought Doggett Freightliner was high at $195 an hour. And they're at $2.95 an hour. That is crazy. So I'm very glad we were able to get it pull started, because I didn't want to take it to the shop. I mean, at that point, once they told me what their shop rate was, I was basically happy with them pulling me out from the dock. That way we could close the doors, leave my trailer there. I'll park right here. I'll get a lift or an Uber, one of the two, and I'll find me a Fleet Pride or a Freightliner around here that's got another starter, and I would have changed it out myself. There's no way I would have paid $295 an hour. Again, that is straight highway robbery. Speedy G's towing and roadside service up here around Chicago, Illinois. Y'all are outrageous on your price. Hell, when this truck broke down, when I dropped the valve on this truck, I got it towed. I was at the rest area about 65 miles away from the Cummins dealer. I had to get a tow truck to come from Cincinnati 65 miles out to pick me up, hook on to me, and drag me back to Cummins. And that tow bill was only like $630. Anyway, let me show you what I got real quick, and then we'll get on the road. This sucker ain't shutting down till we get to Texas. All right, real quick, this is what we got. What this is a lumber wrapping machine. Basically, all your 2x4s and stuff that are bundled up. It runs the bundles through here, and then throws the metal banding around it. But yeah, we do have to tarp this, so I'm gonna run. I could probably get away with 4-foot drop on this because it's so narrow. I'm gonna take this strap off, and then I'll go over the tarp with this strap. But my 4-foot should cover these two right here, and then the 8-foot on this. This is like 9.5 high, but being that it's also so narrow, it's going to give me a lot of slack on my drop. So that 8-foot will cover that with no issue. So $895 just to come pull me out. That's outrageous. Outrageous. Highway robbery. Real quick. There it is. It ain't pretty, but it'll work. I'm on hold with the tow company now. It wasn't $895. That's what I was told. $895. It's like right at $800, and then taxes and the fee for using the card was $895. And then they ended up charging me $944.35, I think. So yeah, I really took the on this one. Anyway, we're gonna get on the road later. Oh, and then they hang up on me. Alrighty. Yeah, good people here. Real good people. I'll follow him back to the back. Then we'll get untarped and get unloaded. I'll get my monkey suit on. Hopefully I don't get a flat tire coming through here. It's been real. It's been fun. It ain't been real fun. Nah, it's alright. We're done. $41,875.29 days in the books. In the books. Oh, let's not hit that big old pothole. Golly. I'll rip an oil pan out with that sucker. Oh, let's see. We are going home. Where to? Home. Home. Go home. I don't know why I'm putting it in GPS. I know my way home. So I was partly right when I was telling you earlier when I was telling y'all what all they did here. They do a lot of pulpwood. That's what the sprinklers were for over on that side, keeping that wood wet so it pulps up easier. But they do some pallet wood, not a whole lot, but they do a lot of they said that the ladies are into the make sure, yeah, try to stay out of the way from these folks. They said the ladies are all about the ship plank board right now, which is true. But, you know, he said, man, women out there wanting to ship plank their whole house. So they do a lot of ship plank board, or shiplap board, whatever. I forgot what it's called. I think on a roof it's called ship plank, and inside the house it's called shiplap. I believe. I think that's the way it goes. Anyway. Snap a neck. Oh, these were good folks though. Good people. Good people. I like it when you get to deal with good people. You ain't got to deal with assholes or snobs. So I don't know if I told y'all, but I finally called and got the receipt for that pull start the other night. They charged me for 58 miles, 56 miles, something like that. They charged me $150 fuel surcharge on top of the, they charged me 2.5 hours at $2.95 an hour. And then $149.50 fuel surcharge. And then the kicker, the thing that really bit me in the butt, just, I was upset. I called them. I did give them a few choice words. I was a little irritated. I kept it somewhat professional, but I did let it slip a few choice words slip, and then I apologized, of course. But I told them they were still out robbing people. But anyway, the thing that irritated me the most was they charged me $59.73 just to run my car, just for me to pay them. For me to pay them for their services cost me $59.73. That is highway robbery. And there's nothing you can do about it, right? There ain't nothing you can do about it. Once they're there, they got all the pictures showing that they're there. If you try not paying or anything like that, they'll get you for theft of services. But the kicker is when I called them and asked them what their rate was, they told me $2.95 an hour with a 2-hour minimum. So I knew it was high to begin with, but I had to get out of the dock so they could close for the night.
Turn left onto North 1st Street, North Railroad Street.
So yeah, I mean, there wasn't really anything I can do about it, and they know that. That's a part of what's wrong with the trucking industry.
29 miles.
It's a small part, but it's a part of what's wrong with the industry. It's crazy. Like I said, you know, once they're there and they perform work, I mean, they can change whatever they want to change on the price. They can charge you whatever they want to charge. I went back and looked at a review on them, and a guy had posted on a review. Now, you got to take these for face value, but he had posted on a review to have his truck and trailer towed 11 miles. Cost him $3,200 from Speedy G's mobile truck and repair and towing service out of Illinois. And it's like I said, it's my fault. I should have read the reviews, and I didn't, because I was in a hurry. They kept, you know, I wouldn't say they were rushing me, but you could tell they were rushing me. They wanted me out of the building. That way they could close the doors so they could go home, right? It was closing time. And like I said, when I called them, they said their rate was $2.95 an hour, 2-hour minimum. I knew they weren't that far away, so I figured, okay, 2 hours. You know, I could deal with that. But didn't work out that way at all. And so we're done. We're headed back to west of San Antonio. I ain't crying, that's West Texas in my eye. Anyway, appreciate y'all riding along with me. It's been a good month. We're gonna go home, take a little time off. Today's Thursday, I think. I'll probably take off till, try to get back on the road next Tuesday or Wednesday. Obviously I gotta fix the truck. Go over everything. Hopefully, which I got a call here in a minute, that starter should have a warranty on it. But I'm gonna also check the batteries. My neighbor's got a load tester, so I'm gonna load test the batteries just to check. And work it back. Batteries to starter, the alternator. I think my alternator's good. It was putting out right at 14 volts, so I don't think it's an alternator issue. I'm just gonna check over everything and fix what needs to be fixed. So anyway, y'all be safe. We'll holler at y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Later.
Straight cruising, headed for bruising, watching out for number one. You gotta slow down, look around you, son. Today is just today and not tomorrow.